Hey everybody, welcome to Empty Shell Gaming. This is Jacob, and today we are working on those floating shelves again. Sorry, my wife was talking to me and just threw me off of what I was going to say. My sick little man. You know, you're not feeling too good, are you? Anyways, there's been a couple people that have asked me how I went about on making it and what I needed to make them, and I told them that it was pretty simple to make. The ones that I did anyways. So I was just going to show you guys a little more step-by-step. The last video that I kind of showed you guys was just kind of thrown together really quickly. So hopefully this will help a little bit. I'll switch over and I'll show you all the tools and stuff that I have for this project. Okay, so don't mind my table behind here, or the stuff on the table. But we obviously need a saw to cut the wood. We just went to Spawn and Rose today and they cut the wood for us. I just gave them the measurements and they cut the board for me. I couldn't finish my last shelf because I was getting bad wood from Menards. And the wood that I had lying around the house had started twisting and stuff like that. Yeah, the candle's out, baby. We don't have to blow it out anymore. The wood was twisted, so I couldn't properly use it. So you may have to pay a little bit more for good wood, but I definitely recommend good wood on the outside. The 2x4s don't really matter, but you obviously don't want twisted. But so we're going to start with the saw. You might want a backup saw just in case something, you don't get it cut all the way. And for tools here, you might want a sander as well before you do the finish. I would recommend 3 drills if you have 3 drills, but 2 is just fine. You can interlock or change out the drill bit here. And speaking of drill bits, I would definitely have some extras if you can, because I ruined 2 of them. Yeah, there's a bug up there, huh? So I would definitely have 2 of those. Don't forget to charge your batteries before you start the project. I would definitely have a stud finder. Sorry, I keep moving over because I had the baby in my arms. I would definitely recommend a stud finder. I hammer in my nails before I start the project, but this one is like that. So if you could get a flat one, that way you don't damage your wood as much. If you mess up with the nails, you get a little crowbar. Sometimes you break the nails, so a pair of pliers aren't too bad. I just use little nails like that. Tape measure is always important. Right angle helped me out quite a bit. And then we have the bigger angle there. And then also your level. Small level will work just fine as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need for the project. I used, don't mind the kitchen here, but in case you don't have that saw and you just happen to have one of these guys laying around, those work perfectly fine as well. But with the 10-inch piece of wood here, I was not able to do that because I could only reach out to about 8 inches here. So my pieces that I have here is a 46, and this is for a 4-foot shelf. So I have a 46.5 2x4, and then I have, I forgot what these were. Just a sec here. Good old tape measure. 7-inch 2x4 here. I have 3 of those, and then we have, sorry, kind of whipping you guys around, a 8.5 inch of the 1x4 here. So I feel like it's more of a 1x3, but 3.5, 1x3.5. Yeah, I'll pick you up in just a sec, baby. And then we have a 48-inch 1x4 as well. And then we have our 10-inch pieces, which are 48 inches as well. So that's basically all you need. Plus your stain. Don't forget your stain. And I would definitely have a extra rag or towel to use to brush off the stain. You need a brush. The sponge brush works the best. Actually, I have to sand this down because I don't have any tables for that saw. So it got a little crooked on me. Yep, that's the saw, babe. So I will do some speed runs of me putting that together, and hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully that kind of helps you guys. Basically what I used, let's see here. I think I did the 2-inch ones. I can't remember what I did. I think it was 2-inch in the top parts. I'll show you guys when I get closer to it though. I think I gotta change it, but yeah. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit with the time lapse. All right, with that sanded down now, I'm going to look at my board here and decide which piece or which side I want to be on the bottom. This side is rough. It's got more blemishes and looks like it's been through a little bit more. So this is going to be the inside of the box. Even though this has got some marks on the outside, I might be able to sand that off. It's kind of a toss-up on this one, though. Sorry, you can't see it down there. Wish I had a tripod. For this one, this board actually looks pretty good on both sides. The writing is on this side, so I'm going to make this the inside of the box. So, since that one is in worse condition, that's going to be the way bottom, because this is the last shelf on my thing here. Excuse me, baby. Excuse me. And this one's going to go right here. So it won't be too many people looking underneath it, but there will definitely be people looking on top of it. So I want the best piece to be on top. You know, obviously the one that's on the way top, there's going to be very few people looking on the top of that, whereas more people are going to be looking up at it. So just keep that in mind as you're picking out your pieces here. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up, and then I'll see you guys in a second. All right, no baby. Oh. So can you put that down, please? Thank you. So I have this all marked out the way that I want it. I know that this is the end piece and this is going to be the top there. And I marked that on all the sides here for the insides. And this is the inside, and the wall is going to be this way. So now I can go ahead, you can go ahead and nail it in there. Yep, do it on yours. Can you build yours? Get your hammer. Here. I'll take the nails. Thank you. Here's your hammer. Okay. Yeah, Dad's about to nail his. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want the nails to be the main source of holding this together, but they're just going to hold it together so I can get some good screw ends, or pre-drills, I guess. So I'm gonna try to do this best that I can here for you guys. So I'm just gonna put one right in the middle here. Yeah, somewhere here, trying to do the camera angles. No, baby. One right here, and then that will keep this piece and this piece together, and I'll be able to do 2 pre-drills right here and here. And then I will do the same down here, putting it in the middle here, and then I'll do a pre-drill here and a pre-drill here. Now, when I said that 3 drills would be nice, it is because I have a bigger one here to get it as close as it can here. Just a second, I'm gonna flip you guys over because I can't get this open with one hand here. The only reason I'm using the big one is to get this little head in here. That's it. So, no baby, on yours. And then I will use a smaller drill bit, this guy, to pre-drill the screws. So that is why I will use 2 drills, whereas this one does not do drilling, but it does the screws. So yes, so I will nail those together, and then I will come back to you guys for the next part. All right, guys. So I got my pieces up here. Obviously, it'd be easier if I had like a table to work on and stuff like that, but I'm not going to work on my kitchen table. But I put the nail in here. I did not use this one to get it all the way down there, but as you can see, the quality of wood is so much better than my other ones because my other ones actually cracked a little bit. And if you pre-drill the hole, it helps with not pushing the wood apart as much because you've already taken out some of the wood, so it doesn't have to push as much wood out of the way. So that's why I pre-drill. I mean, you could gladly just throw this together and just throw your screws in there, but you would most likely crack right here. You may even develop a crack all the way down. And that's something you have to worry about, as well as like this one's poorer quality wood than this one is, and I was scared that this one would split this way. So that's something you got to pay attention to when you're working with your thing as well, is to just kind of keep an eye on that kind of stuff. Also, I only did 1.5 inches because my board is only 3/4 of an inch thick. So even though it's a 1x4, it's not actually 1 inch. It's like 3/4. And you can do why they do that. You can look up why they do that. I don't feel like telling you right now. But it was because back in the day, you know, every carpenter was different, and you know their measurements were all different. So, anyways, I did forget to tell you a pin is a useful tool as well. But no, baby, don't mark it, please. Ugh, thank you. With the drill bit, it is nice to know how deep you're going. Don't mark it, baby, please. And some people put tape on it and stuff like that. I just kind of went to the, sorry, I'm just making sure he's not marking the outside of it, even though it's got to be sanded yet to be stained, but he's coloring on the inside. Yeah, he colored on it. But I'm not sponsored at all, but Milwaukee drill bits, this just literally went right into the wood. It's really nice. I mean, if Milwaukee wanted to, you know, sponsor my video, that would be amazing. But awesome. Like it literally just went right into it. And I had to really push it in with my other ones. And that one just went right in there. So that was really nice. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on top of this, and I'm going to flip it over and put 3 nails in. I'm going to put one right in the middle here, one here, and one on the other side exactly in the same spot. And then I will pre-drill the holes. I'll probably do 2 on the legs here and then 4 across there. If you want to be technical, you can measure it out. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. So also another thing my wife pointed out is with the dark stain. No, we're not going to have any juice right now. Go get your cup. Dad will get you some other juice. With the dark stain, my interior construction screws, that sticks out quite a bit. So she said if I could get like a black screw, that would look so much better. The only black screws I saw were drywall screws. So we don't want Chinese. We want your cup. So if you could get black screws for this project, that'd be great. I will... Hey guys, So for this one, I don't know if you guys saw it from the time lapse or not, but as I was trying to even it out here, I was trying to square up the sides as best as I could here. This one got a little, sometimes this just happens where there you go. Okay. Where it just falls off. It's just, I got a little too close to the side there. I was even closer on the side here, but that one didn't fall off. So it's just kind of luck of the wood, I guess. And this piece over here, when I was doing the drill with the big one, it took kind of a big chunk out of it. Like sometimes you just hit soft spots in the wood and it goes through. So like I had, since it was next to a knot there, I had to put a little more pressure on it because the wood was, tighter together and it's a little bit harder to get. When I pushed on that though, I hit a soft spot and it just went kind of deeper. So when I was putting in the drill or the screw there, I should have gone a little bit softer because I was already deep in there. And I hit it kind of hard and it went right through and it actually broke a little bit of that off there. But I stopped it in time and I kind of hammered it back in piece with the hammer there. So that piece is, you want a cracker? Is that what you're trying to get? There you go. No cracker? There you go. So I should kind of watched on that piece. But obviously this would be easier, like I said, on the table. But my wood, it's going to be hard for you guys to see here. This piece is the only piece that dips in, and I started on this side. And I had the angles good on this side. That side is the side that I sanded originally. So I was trusting this side more, and it just kind of overlaps a little bit. That is because this piece bows like this. I can't guarantee that you're going to have an even piece every time. So the best thing to do is just kind of go down the line and try to straighten out each piece as you go. That is why I skipped this one originally and jumped to this one to even it out. This one's perfectly even along with this one. That one's perfectly even. And then it kind of comes out a little bit on that side. This side I could not push on the inside, and I couldn't push in and hold it down and drill at the same time. I just didn't have the hands to do it, or the if I had clamps and stuff like that, I would have been able to do it. But that's fine. We can sand that out. It's soft wood, so it sands down pretty easily. But that's just something that you have to focus on too, is when you're putting in your wood, to make sure you just go along the line, and you can straight out on board pretty easy that way. So basically what we did there, I'm going to do exactly on the other side. I'm just going to be putting this one on. This is obviously going to be the inside, and then I'll have a nice clean outside, and that will be the outer shell of the thing. That's what everybody's going to see. That's what you singing. That's basically what you're going to see here. And as you can see, this is what my wife was pointing out. See how you can see some of the screws there? And they just kind of reflect the varnish. So if you can get a darker screw, maybe a more dull color, it helps, because once you sand it, the gold just like shines even more. So yeah, it's just something to keep in mind if you're doing a darker finish. If you're doing a lighter finish, then that is maybe something you want. So keep that in mind when you're working on that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and time lapse. I'm not even going to show you guys that. And I'm going to go ahead and sand it. I'm not going to varnish it right now. I'm just going to go work on the 2x4 part that sticks to the actual wall. So I think a fly just threw in my mouth. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm pretty sure a fly just flew in my mouth. Make sure I swallow it. But yeah, we're gonna work on the 2x4 part next. So I will just time lapse it through the putting that part on and the sanding part. And I'll come back to you guys when it comes to the 2x4. Hey everybody, so I got it stained, or not stained, but my wife is staining it right now. But I have it sanded down. There was a few spots, my last drill pieces that I put in. Sorry, I'm looking for a pin here. I had put in, my camera's broke, so that's why you guys keep seeing this reflection here. Anyways, the last time I drilled in, one of the pieces kind of tilted out, so that was what I spent most of my time doing, was sanding the spots that were kind of wavy, and I kind of rushed through it. I didn't do a great job, pre-drilling the holes, so I was just trying to get it done, and that's what I get, for rushing. So anyways, now we are on the 2x4 part here. Let me clear my work area. Basically, I have a predetermined amount that I want between these. I think it's like 13 inches or so. So because each of these is 3/4 of an inch thick, I have to, of course, add that onto that. And then that's where I mark my next location. So down 13 inches, it's really going to be hard for you guys to see because there's no light in here. Old house, but that would be right here. So I go down 3/4 of an inch, and then that's where my spot is. I was going to approximately 6 inches away from the wall, so I got 6 inches here, and then 3/4 of an inch because, that's 3/4 of an inch here. So I got 3/4 of an inch in here. So I just have to mark my thing up right here, which I already did previously a couple days ago when I had built the other shelves. Also, when you're putting in this part, you want to know where your studs are, where the stud finder comes in handy. And I apologize, I think I have cars running behind me, so that movie, so hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. But I got one here, and one here. My end piece will be right here and right here. I grabbed my level and I made sure that it was level. So what I will do now is I'll grab my 2x4. Obviously can't do it with you guys in my hand, but I will mark out where the studs are going to be, and I will mark that on there. I'll go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll come back to you guys. All right, so I got those marked on there. I'm just going to mark on this, the right side, because I got that confused at one time, and I drilled the wrong side. So, what are you doing? Oh, you guys strapped around your leg. There. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I got my marks drilled. I'm going to take my right angle and I'm going to slash down where my studs are, and then I'm going to pre-drill the bigger drill bit, just so I know that one's not really necessary to do, but I still like to do it so I know exactly where my drill is going to be going into. So I'll do that, and then I will take this smaller drill bit and I'll actually go through all the wood. Like, I'll go all the way through, because it's going to be going into the wall, but holding that up by myself and keeping it level as I'm like trying to push in. Then it's also got to go through the fucking concrete wall, or it's not concrete, but it's that old house. I can't even think of what it's called. Anyways, I have to drill through that, and it's much easier if it's already drilled it through, an inch and a quarter or inch and 3/4 or whatever it is. So it just makes it a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to take that right angle, go ahead and do that real quick. And my wife is staining it. So tomorrow, the staining should be finished.
Done staining.
Oh, it's done staining? Okay. Don't mind the bathroom right now, but that's the way it is right now. Did you already wipe off that top? No, baby. Oh, come on, come on. There. Okay, so, yeah. I'll do that real quick, and I'll catch you guys after I drilled all that. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my hair here. Anyway, so I got these drilled in there. Those are just kind of to mark my spot. As you can see, they're not very straight. So, but this other side needs to be sanded down because this side is going to be up against the wall, and I want that as flat as possible. So I'm going to sand that down real quick. And then I'm going to be adding the 7-inch 2x4s. And I'll put one here. Probably one right about here. Maybe right here. Can't really see it when it's aimed up like that. Right there. And then one at the end. My studs are kind of in the way of it being right in the middle for me to get the drill in and out of there. So basically, I will pre-drill onto this side and go right into the studs here. It looks like this one was already drilled into. That's because I already had one of these studs made up, but it was really crooked. So that one already has holes in it. So I might just go from the other side. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, sand that down, put those on there, and then I'll show you the finished frame product. All right, so here is the frame. Got my screws in there. The screws will be going this way into the wall. Let's see here. My wife's gonna help me here, so she doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm not gonna show you guys that, but I will show you once it's framed up and leveled. So that reminds me, I gotta grab my level here. But yeah, we're getting close to being done. Probably about 10 o'clock tonight, we'll be able to hang that outer shelf because the same will be done on that. So we'll be able to hang that up. So here, you want to take that, buddy? So, all right, I will see you guys once that's all leveled up and done. All right, guys, the frame is on there. As you can see, we put the screws, 3-inch screws into the studs here. I feel like I was actually off on this one and this one, but this one I got right on. So these ones feel like they kind of twisted a little bit. Same with that one, they kind of twisted a little bit that way. So I might have been right on the edge of the mark. But these guys went right in, so it's pretty sturdy. So nothing should be falling out of the wall right now. Seems pretty flush with the wall right now. It is old wall, so it kind of divots in there. So, but anyways, the outer shell will just slide right over. Can't see this other hand. We'll just slide on there like that. So, what? No, they're stuck. They're tight. They're definitely tight fit. So, I mean, it will definitely come off if you pull it off, but it does not hurt to sand like this outer part here, the parts that are going to be touching the top and the bottom, just to get a little smoother of a slide. So, yeah, I will talk to you guys when we go to put the other end on there. So. All right, guys, don't mind the sound of the washer and dryer going here or the mess in here. But this is going to be too dark. We got a little blemish here from wiping off. This is pretty much dry now. And it's brown. It's like you can see a little bit of the grain in there and stuff like that, but it's dark. Let me show you compared to the other ones here. So yeah, that's going to be way dark compared to those. Even this one's kind of darker than, you know, these two, but they were all done at different times. So I can almost guarantee that Jordan is not going to like that color once it's up. So I'm not even going to put it up. I'm going to try to sand it tomorrow. lighten it up a little bit. If sanding doesn't take off most of it, then I'll kind of grind down the sanding even more. And then I'll just redo it. So that will be the project tomorrow. I don't even know how to get the varnish off the floor here. But yeah, don't mind our mess here. The boy was sick, so we had about 15 loads of laundry that we had to do because he threw up on everything. And of course, the comforters, we can only do one comforter at a time. So, so yeah, that's been going on. But yeah, it's kind of dark. This is just about where we want it, though, is that color. So, I mean, we may have left the thing on there too long, or Jordan also used a different brush this time, so, but that's pretty dark. I mean, it's all right over here, but yeah, it's too dark. I usually don't care about things like that, but I know Jordan is going to, especially when it comes to it anyways. So we will sand it down tomorrow. I'll ask her tonight to tell me what she thinks tomorrow, but I can almost guarantee that it's going to be too dark. Hey everybody, welcome to a new day here. Oh gosh, what's this? Empty Shell Gaming. I should watch that guy. Sorry, but we are going to be adding that shelf on here. It's still pretty dark, but excuse me. But we will go ahead and put it on there, and then I gotta take a picture and send it to my wife. So I will just do a time lapse here real quick of me putting this on here. I'm just gonna be using get the fuck out of the doorway, dog. Fuck. It's his favorite spot to fucking lay is in the doorway. Anyways, I'll do a time lapse here, and then we will show you the picture. So, all right, guys, there it is. It is noticeably different, which is sad. I'll send it to my wife, and I'll probably end up having to sand it down. It does look like it's smaller than the rest of them, but that's just an optical illusion. They are all the same size. Maybe if I go like this, that make it a little bit better. There we go. So, yeah, it's definitely darker. I know it's on the bottom, and it still kind of hits a shadow, but it is noticeably darker. Like I can see all the grains in the other one. And she's thinking because I sanded it so much that it just absorbed it more, which it could have. It could have been softer wood. I mean, it was bought from different places. Yeah, there's another shelf in it. So it could be a bunch of variables. You know, we painted these all or varnished these all at different times. And we used a different paintbrush on the last one. So it definitely could be anything. So I think I'm going to pull it off, and I'm going to try to sand it. But I think I'm going to cut this video here. Hopefully this helps you to be able to make your own floating shelf. And yeah, I hope it helps you guys in the future. And please don't forget to check out my channel, Empty Shell Gaming. If you're here already, you're watching this video, but check out some of the other videos. I think on the 1st of April, I'm going to go ahead and do a video on what the future of the channel holds for April. So stay tuned in for that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. And please do like. We are at 60 subscribers right now. I just checked. We're at 60 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for your support. Yeah, watch it. Watch it. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Hope this helps. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.